What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is FWS here, and today we're going to be doing a different type of video. So, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my figure collection in 2026. So, I did this video about 3 years ago. You can see it right there, where I showed on my collection around 2023. And I think it's time for an updated, collection and figure for the new viewers. So, let's get started. New Kevin Owens. Yeah. Who do you guys want to see Kevin Owens face? So here's a little highlight of the video that I just showed about 3 years ago. Obviously, if you saw the last clip, my voice sounds very different. This was way before I even had the big scale ring, which is crazy to think about. So some of these figures you even see, I probably don't have anymore. And it's just crazy going back and seeing like times, man, how much I've improved and changed. So starting off first has to be my referee. Now, this dude has been with me for a long-ass time, for like 2 years. And I was live streaming on YouTube. And I forgot who said it, but someone said, let the ref retire, which I found funny. I don't know why. My second figure is this Ray Phoenix, very loose and old from his time in AEW. Very loose, as you can see. Number 3 will have to be MVP basic suited figure. This figure is so cool. I like the attire on it. This is basically, I use this as me for my general manager, my Fed. Pretty cool attire though. Looks really like clean. The suit. The 4th figure I got for you will be probably my CM Punk AEW Supreme figure. Only issue I have with this is the left arm is pretty loose. As you can see, it's like very like just woggly or just, I don't know. Kind of hate it, but pretty cool Punk attire. AEW Supreme. I bought this on Instagram from a seller. So that's pretty cool. So it doesn't come fully completed. Next is this custom little Dijak figure I made before he got released actually. Never got to use him because at this time basics were so hard to pose around. Here's a little click of the attire. Pretty cool Dijak though. I've showed this on one of my TikToks, this figure. So pretty underrated Dijak, pretty underrated wrestler in my opinion. And probably one of my favorites, this Braun Breaker figure. I've been on the hunt for a Braun Breaker figure for a long time. So the fact that I finally got one in my collection from my Fed was so exciting. Bought it from the seller that I bought the CM Punk from. So this is the Elite 102, I believe. No, Elite 114. But with a different head scan placed on. So kind of confused. Next is this kind of like bump and like custom Alberto Del Rio figure. What I mean by custom, the head scan's pretty cool. Looks like him, but the problem was like the boots and the knee pads. So I put like these Seth Rollins basic boots on him because he didn't have any legs. Only issue is like they're kind of like open, like right there you can see there's a little gap on it. But yeah, there's a little gap right there. This Alberto Rio figure is pretty cool, but he probably won't be in my Fed. Next is the Elite 117 Finn Balor figure. I think Elite 117, if someone can correct me in the comments. Pretty cool Finn Balor, pretty underrated figure in my collection. I like the attire. The head scan's pretty cool, everything. I'm pretty sure this is from his SummerSlam match against Seth Rollins because you can see the 7 years on like his little shoulder and around there. It's pretty cool Finn Balor. I definitely like to use this for posing in my matches. So, yeah, I remember I got this from Amazon. For a decent amount of retail price, which is pretty good. Next is this Elite Keith Lee. This is from his Survivor Series match, Raw vs. SmackDown vs. NXT in 2019. Pretty cool Keith Lee without the knee pads, which makes it easier to pose around. You'll probably see him in my Fed. I don't know, not that much, but he's a pretty good wrestler in my opinion. Next is we have Kyle O'Reilly from the Undisputed Era. Got the shirt right there. Now, believe it or not, the Undisputed Era, this figure I got for $10 in my local toy store, which was a steal for Kyle O'Reilly that came with the NXT tag title and the shirt as well. Here's him without the shirt. Pretty underrated figure I have. Feels good in hand, feels good for posing. Just the only issue is obviously like there's no like double jointed arms like the newer elites have. And my next figure is the Ring General Gunther. Pretty cool figure. I'm pretty sure this is Elite 102. Came with the robe. So I think I'm happy to have this Gunther figure in my collection because Gunther is a pretty good wrestler. A good heel in my opinion. And I got this on eBay for a pretty good price, like $18. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. And my next figure is actually another Undisputed Era member, Bobby Fish. Now, I did get this at my local toy store, the same one as Kyle O'Reilly, for $10. Came with the NXT title and a chair and a rubber jacket. Here's him without it. Pretty cool Bobby Fish, to be honest. So I can't wait to use these figures in one of my matches. Cool Bobby Fish. And then another figure is actually another Undisputed Era member, Roderick Strong, with the same shirt, but different attire. Now, this is the camo attire from War Games. This Roderick Strong figure is pretty cool. The attire, I love it. So I'm going to show you guys in a bit how it looks without the shirt. Here's how it looks without the shirt. I got it at a local toy store, same as the Kyle and the Bobby. This attire, I love it. The camo is probably one of my favorite attires the Undisputed Era has ever worn. It just feels clean, looks good. There's a head scan, looks exactly like him. And then next, obviously, has to be the Undisputed Era member, Adam Cole. This is the Elite 92 Chase figure. So the normal attire is the green one, but I found this camo one. It exactly matches Roderick Strong. You see Adam Cole, baby. Pretty cool Adam Cole figure. I did take off the knee pads, as you guys can see right there, because it's way easier just to like pose the figure around without those big ass knee pads. If you guys have seen the Elite 92 Adam Cole, you know what I mean. And one of my favorite figures in my collection, Carmelo Hayes, Elite 121. Now, I've been looking for a Carmelo Hayes figure for a long time. So I remember when I saw this on eBay, I just had to buy it. Carmelo Hayes, one of my favorite wrestlers. Currently right now, NXT and on SmackDown. Head scan could be a little bit better, but it's not that bad. One of my favorite things is the chain right there. I'm going to try to get a glimpse of it. It says him right there. Came with the glasses and the Melodome mystery you saw earlier. And that's it. So pretty cool. You got the tattoos. The gear is awesome as well. I forgot to mention that. Everything's on point with this figure. Just the head skin looks a little bit weird in my opinion. I don't know about anyone else. Next is Adam Copeland or Edge AEW. Now, I have a love and hate relationship with this figure, right? Adam Copeland, I love him. But just like the head scan just doesn't sit right with me for some reason. Tattoos are on point right there. I have some issues with this figure. First is like the body. I don't like some AEW figures. I don't know. I just like the body looks weird. The head scan is like eh. But like still pretty cool figure to have in the collection. Got it for $14 on clearance on Target. It's just something's off about this figure. I just can't explain it why. But pretty cool figure right there. Next is we have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Top Picks Elite 2024. So you got that cool little head scan from Cody right there. Pretty cool. There's a little bit of like blood from a match. Still haven't gotten able rid of that. Got the yellow hair blonde. Got the neck tattoo and the dream tattoo. Pretty cool Cody figure. The red attire, blue. I've never seen him wear this attire in 3. I don't know if I just am tripping or not. Then my next figure is one of my other favorites, Jay White. Now this Jay White figure, holy crap, man. I love this figure. Like the attire, perfect. And one of my favorite things is the damn jacket that it comes with, man. Like, holy crap. Can we talk about it? Like, let's take a good look at this jacket right here. This jacket is phenomenal. It is amazing, man. Got the Switchblade era. Got the head scan. Pretty cool. Came with 2 head scans. Here's him without the shirt. I love Jay White, to be honest. Pretty good wrestler. I wish he didn't go to AEW, though. But there's a cool Jay White figure. Got this at Target. I was pretty surprised to find it at Target, out of all places. Next is a Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. This is the Top Picks I found at Target. Got that pretty cool head scan. I added this little yellow gold chain because it just felt right. And by the way, after I show you guys my whole collection of figures, I will be giving you guys my top 5 favorite figures in my collection after everything is done with my collection. So there's that Jacob Fatu. The ring slowly starting to get bigger, but we still have enough space. Next is another favorite figure of mine's, Will Ospreay. Only issue I have with this is I haven't been able to take the blood off from his Gunther match, which I hate, but I'll try my best to get it off. Will Ospreay figure feels amazing. I remember when I first got this figure, I was so hyped. The paint has chipped very bad, as you guys can see right there. I don't know if I did something or the paint job is just very ass. I'm going to try to get a good glimpse of it right there. You can see there's like a little bit piece missing. and this side's missing a whole bunch of like little yellow, the green lines. The knee pads literally broke. I can't even lie to you, as I was posing around, so I just had to take one off, which I hate very much. But Will Ospreay, one of my favorite figures I have in my collection. Definitely love to pose it around. You guys have seen my matches. You love him. I love using him all the time, bro. Next is just basic Seth Rollins suited figure, the blue. Not a lot. I overpaid for this figure for like $16. Don't ask why. I just saw it and I want it. Okay, yeah, I did overprice. Pretty cool Rollins though. I will try to take off that head scan for a custom. And an underrated figure of mine's Ilya Dragunov, Elite 114, I believe. Yeah. So Ilya Dragunov's only had two elites two figures in Mattel, the Elite 99 and this one, the Elite 114. Pretty cool. Ilya Dragunov looks exactly like him, feels like him. This figure is so cool to pose around with. It's just so fun using Ilya Dragunov. Definitely one of my top figures in my collection. Next is a Paul Heyman figure. Now, I did get this from the 3-pack with the Brock, Roman, and him. And fun fact about this is I actually made a video reviewing it. And my mom found it at TJ Maxx for $20. I'll show a picture right there and there about the proof. So I remember my mom found it. I was at school and I was like very happy she found it. It was the last one. So thanks to her. Next is we got the OTC Roman Reigns WrestleMania Custom 41 with the white and black gauntlets. My paint isn't really that good. I'm not really a good painter. But yeah, you get the point. Then you got these white boots, the LA Knight basic figure. Here's how it looks. I can't wait to use this. Roman Reigns. Feels great in my opinion. The white and the black just feels like a good combo. So that's a pretty cool Roman Reigns figure. Next, we have, let's see. The Dream, Velveteen Dream figure. This is a very old Velveteen Dream figure. Let me get a close-up. There's the head scan. If you guys did watch episode 2, you guys did see him debut. And yeah, I can't wait to use this figure. Came with the glasses too, the robe, and interchangeable hands. Fully completed. I got it at my local toy shop. The same one where I got the Undisputed Era for $10. Same as this Matt Hardy figure. The WrestleMania 36 figure, I believe. It was during COVID. So pretty clean attire. I love it. The thing is, they made actually 2 attires with this one. You guys right there in the crowd. I do have a Matt Hardy, the white attire as well. You guys can see it right there. So pretty cool. Next is the Apex Predator Randy Orton figure. Top Picks Elite. Now, I did paint the knee pads red because I did make a custom red trunks Orton. Didn't work out, so I did take out the red from the trunks. The knee pads, I just decided to keep them on for some reason. I don't know why, just don't ask. Next is the final boss, the Rock Elite figure. I actually have no clue what series this is. I just bought it on Mercari, and I have no clue like what series. So if anyone knows, just let me know. This is a very old figure, but I just don't know the series of like when it came out, what number series it is. Next is Ricky Saints or Ricky Starks. As you know, in AEW, you got his AEW figure right here. Currently, he's in WWE. This was when he was in AEW. The attire, though, is very clean. Like, the white just fits him so cool. Only issue is the head scan. I just don't like it. Like, it's just a screaming one, to be honest. As you guys can see, you get a little close-up. The chain, though, is pretty fire, though. So, that's pretty cool. Next is Darby Allin, Unrivaled figure. Darby Allin, pretty underrated wrestler. Takes crazy-ass bumps. But this figure feels great in your hands. This Darby was pretty fire, to be honest. There's the attire, pretty like metallic, mostly black, gray, like emo-ish kind of. Pretty cool Darby Allin figure I have. Okay, he just fell. Then my next figure will have to be MJF. Now this MJF I got late 2023. So I've been having for this for like a couple years now. Got the white and purple attire. They're pretty cool head scan. Got the arms, got everything. MJF, still pretty good figure and a pretty good wrestler in my opinion. Feels great in hand. Now we're almost halfway through with the collection. So let's end this off with a bang. My next figure is Kenny Omega, AEW figure. Very old AEW figure. Got the Bullet Club shirt right there. Now, the only problem with this is like there's some paint or part of the figure that's been like chipped off. Pretty cool attire though. Looks like a galaxy. Here's how he looks without the shirt. Kenny Omega. Pretty good AEW wrestler. I might need to get a new Kenny Omega though, since this one's kind of like loose and just the attire is pretty chipped from the pants. Next is Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Painted a little mustache custom, and I swapped the Elite 109 hat to the Elite 105 just because I like this attire very much more. Has more color to it. So I got that pretty cool Dominic purple black attire. Some of the tattoos are missing since this was an old figure. And I think we have 2 to 3 more figures left. Next is we got this random Sammy Guevara figure. Right there. Got the red attire. Looks like a Spider-Man type attire with all the spiders in red. I actually never seen this figure before, so I was pretty surprised to see it at a random toy store. The same one, where I got the Undisputed Era and Velveteen Dream and Matt Hardy. Next is main event Jey Uso Top Picks Elite 2023. Got the main event Jey Uso shirt, pretty cool. Then we got the attire, the shoes, got the little like tropical tree. Then you have Jay written on the tire. This Jay is pretty good. The only issue, the Jay head is like very like loose. Here's him without the shirt. Has his whole tattoos. And the back tattoo with the blue hair, very old. And the last figure in the collection, ladies and gentlemen, the Elite Seth Rollins figure. Got this like little like gold and yellow attire. Now, I love this figure so much. The head scan is on point as well. Hair, face, pretty cool, ladies and gentlemen. So now, since the whole collection has been shown, let's take a look at how much the ring has taken. And wow, that is mostly of my whole collection. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to show you my top 5 favorite figures in my collection. Probably in order, so let's get started. Before we end this video, what is your favorite figure that you saw in my collection? Number 5 on my list is the Elite 117 Finn Balor. Now, what I love about this figure is the attire, the boots, and also the jacket, the accessory, which makes it 10 times cooler. And to be honest, I love it, man. Number 4 on my list is the Elite 109 Seth Rollins Elite figure with the gold attire. Pretty good head scan in my opinion. I love this figure so much. Haven't used it in my Fed yet since I did just get it recently, but you will see Seth Rollins soon. Number 3 on my list is AEW Unmatched Series 11 Jay White. The attire is perfect and clean, and especially the jacket, which I love that came with it, and also come with another head scan, which is this one with an open mouth. Pretty cool head scan it came with. This figure is amazing for everyone that's a Jay White fan. And also part of AEW Unmatched Series 11, Will Ospreay. One of my favorite figures to use in my Fed and to play around or to pose around with. Pretty cool. Will Ospreay figure. I think his first ever AEW figure that he ever had. Now, number 1, Carmelo Hayes Elite 121 figure with the Mellow Dome shirt, shades, and the chain. This figure is so much fun to play around with and pose with. Carmelo Hayes, one of my favorite superstars, currently in 3. The attire is perfect. Everything about this figure is amazing, to be honest.